Hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to prep these nails, and I am going to prep them and get them ready to put on these tips. So these tips are some tips that I had a long time ago that I had purchased back in a beauty supply store. These are from Kiss Nails, and I just wanted to start off with these instead of using the ones that I just recently purchased, because I just want to use these and get them out the way. So these were the tips that came with the nails, with the practice hand. So I'm just going to use the first ones that were on there. This is the Nailene Ultra Quick Nail Glue that I used to apply the tips on. I am using my Melody Susie 2-in-1 dust collector. This is the first time I'm using a drill, so I am so excited. I'm nervous, but I think it came out pretty well. It wasn't that hard to use. I didn't like have any skips on it and stuff, like where the drill would go like under the nail and stuff. It happened probably like about 2 or 3 times, but it was pretty nice to use. I liked the drill. I'm still debating on the dust collector itself. I'm not sure if it's because it's too small where it collects or where the fan is, so I'll still be using it and then giving a better review on it later on. So right now I'm just using the drill to prep the nails and just take out all the shine from the nail before I actually clip them. I don't know why. I think it was because I was so nervous and excited. I just wanted to play with it, so I prepped them first. So now, after I have all the nails prepped, I am going to clip the nails. So this is all like if I'm doing someone's real natural nails. So I tried to just reenact like if this was a real hand and if these were real natural nails, so I can get the feel of it. I did act like the top part of the nail was the cuticle. That's why I don't go or touch anywhere near that part of the nail. Here I'm trying to clip. I do need to get me one of those straight edge nail clippers because I just didn't have any, and the ones that I did have were not as good. So I'm going to get me one of those and then try using that and seeing if it makes it better for me. So after I clip the nails, now I am going in with my nail file to file the edges of the nails and make sure everything is nice and buffed and smoothed out before I apply the tips onto the nails. Right now I am going to use the drill to kind of just also buff around the edges of the nail after I finish with the nail file. On here, I've already picked out the nails that were the right size for the nails. So I picked out the tips. I am making them a little bit smaller on the edges just to get it on the perfect size for each nail. The four fingers are the same size and the thumb is the biggest one, so they all got the same size. And right now I'm just trying to file it down a little bit, that way it fits from edge to edge, and then I'm going to glue those on. So after I was able to size them from edge to edge, I applied the glue onto the nail tip as well as the tip of the natural nail, holding the tip to a 45-degree angle to apply it, applying a little pressure and holding for about 10 to 20 seconds just to make sure that the nail is really stuck on there. And then I also think I apply some glue on the top of the corners and then try to press it down, because I did see like it wasn't really going, you know, completely flat on there. These nails were very thick, so they weren't as pliable, and I'm there just pushing it down a little bit more, making sure it stays, and then moving on to the next nail. Not applying tips for such a long time. Keep in mind, this is my first set in about 8 years from the last time I did anyone's nails. So this was like me being so rusty. Like I feel like it took me forever to just file the nails, put them the right size, and just apply them onto the hand. And if you know me, you know I am a perfectionist, so I was trying so hard to make sure it's completely perfect as possible as I could, which I am trying to break out of that this year. So I was just trying to just put them on as good as possible, making sure they didn't pop off. So this is all of the nails already done. All tips are applied on, and I will be moving on to cutting them to get them to the shape I want. So I didn't want to do all of the hands the same, all fingers the same. So I'm going to cut each finger into a different shape. The shape that I have in mind is a coffin shape, a stiletto, a almond, and then I believe a square. Yes, so it was square on the other one. On the thumb, I didn't know really what shape to do because I know they say like ballerina and coffin are like very similar. So I just feel like the 4 basic shapes, or the 4 main shapes, were coffin, square, oval, and or almond, and then stiletto. So this is the part where I feel like I can definitely improve, is my shaping and or the cutting of the nails. So I'm going to be practicing a lot on everything, but I think the shaping part is definitely a needs improvement area. So once I cut the nails to where I wanted them, or where I feel like it was the best that I could do, I grab my nail file and start filing the edges to make it nice and sharp and smooth before I go on to my next step. So right here, I just started testing the fan and seeing if it was actually pulling or, you know, collecting the dust, because I just wanted to see exactly how much it pulled. And you can see with the napkin being sucked in, it does really pull. So it's not like it doesn't. I just feel like maybe I need something much bigger to take the whole space of the nail of the hand. Or I can definitely probably work on my placement of the hand and probably push the hand a little bit more back. Let me know in the comments if you have this dust collector, or if you've used this one or something similar, to where exactly you place the hands when you're using it. So on here, I am taking the drill and blending in the tip with the natural nail. So I'm just taking the sanding band. I don't really know which number it is. The Melody Susie was nice enough to respond back to my question about the bands. So they said it does come with two 180s, 100, and I think 80 grit bands. So I know this is the roughest one that they have. So I use that one just to blend the tip and the natural nail together. So once we get here, I switched out the sanding band for another one of the drill bits. Don't know the name yet of this one, but if you can see in the case below, the one that's missing, so it's not the real big cylinder one, it's the smaller one. So I'm using that to kind of clean out the edges on the bottom of the nail, as well as all around the tip nail, and making sure that once again everything is smooth and blended all together. So once I am done prepping, I take one of my alcohol prep pads and just wipe all the dust all around the nails and wiping everything off. Here I am putting on the nail dehydrator from Azure Beauty. I am putting that on before I put on the primer. Here is the Model 1's nail primer that I am going to use, and I just apply that on all of the nails. So I am finally done with this hand, and that is it. I just wanted to show how I prep and apply the tips to the nails. So stay tuned for the next one so you can see the application of the poly gel.